It's yours truly, yes, the Tokyo real estate man. Welcome to another video here, and we are sitting over. We're gonna look. There's just a news story that I thought we could look at today, but I always try to connect. Anything we do, we gotta look at a property, and we're gonna end on a property. I don't know which one we're gonna choose here yet, but I like to randomly choose. This is right over central Tokyo. You'll see right here that this is Minato Ward right there. It's basically straddling Shinjuku here to the north and Shibuya and Minato Ward. Maybe we could even have a little bit of Shinagawa showing right here. So I think the population of this area where this is on right here might be something like maybe 500,000 people or something like that. But that's the population that lives there. I know that Minato Ward's population during the day, oh, sorry about that. Oh, thank you, Charlie. During the day is roughly 1 million. So, and then Shibuya's population during the day might be 1 million as, see what I mean? Like during the day, the amount of people in this area is tremendous in relation to the amount of people that are living here. I think right now in Minato Ward, which was Tokyo's fastest growing ward between about 2000 and 2010, is about 250,000 people. Now, if you look, let's say there is where I have this map straddled on, let's say there's 500,000 people living in this area. Okay, right now, including all the rental stock, is 1,600 and so 1,700 units, and it looks pretty red. And don't forget that here on At Home, this is getting to be a bit of a relative scale. So when we click this blue one, you're going to be in the teens in terms of like the meters it has. So I click that one right there, and you see for an 18 meter unit, and its owner change, you can't even take possession of it. It is Isen Kyuhyuk, or basically Nisen Man. Okay, for 18 meters now, but a pretty good location right near Shibuya right there. So, and you can't even take it over. Just randomly clicking right here on this one right here, we have, Tokyo Real Estate Man, you found the $7 million apartment. Yes, if you're interested in the $7 million apartment, make sure to contact me. Anyhow, I'm going to come here. I was scanning some stuff for like English World News about Tokyo, and then this one came up. It's called Tokyo Central 6 Ward's existing condo average price hits a record high in April of 2025. So we always hear on the internet about how Japan has never really recovered from the bubble of the 1990s. Well, I'm sorry about that, everybody. I'm such a popular guy. So I wish, it has. Well, Japan hasn't. That's a Japan on the aggregate level, but Tokyo is hot as ever, and we see it here in the map. And it said here, Tokyo Central 6 Ward existing condo prices, they basically hit a record high. The average asking price of existing condominiums in Tokyo Central 6 Wards. So then we have the Central 6 Wards. I think what did it put into it here? It's going to be Chiyoda Ward, Chuo Ward, Minato, Shinjuku, Bunko-ku, and Shibuya. And I would actually probably put Meguro into that as well, although it is a little bit separated. Meguro is still maybe for sure, the most popular ward. And you can almost stick it in the middle of this, into this one right now, Nakano Ward and Taito Ward. So I would actually expand this to almost like 8 or 9 or 10, for example. Taito Ward is where Akihabara is right there, and Meguro Ward is just right beside Shibuya. And actually, you could probably throw a lot of areas of Shinagawa into this as well. So it's just hitting. It says it like in the month of March, the prices rose 3%. So what's happening? We have like two Tokyos. We have the central Tokyo, and we have the larger Tokyo, and it's the central Tokyo that is really under fire. And that's why I try to get people the closest I can to that area, because it's basically where it's hot in the center and people can't afford it. That's why Nakano's price went up, I think 18 or 19% last year. Okay, what do we have here? Tokyo average existing condo asking price historical trend. Okay, and this is like 2019. Is that a historical trend? This is a terrible chart, but we have to use what we're given. You can see here that it's just going. It's basically doubled here since 2019. I don't know. You could say to me that maybe this is topping out. I don't know. I don't think these central wards though are topping out at all. And maybe they, like under the present model, they could be topped out. I don't know, because like I own in this area, so I'm feeling really I'm feeling jacked, but I'm feeling financially jacked as well. So, but just be aware of this trend. There's still deals. There's maybe not the deals that used to be in central Tokyo, but it depends on what kind of investor you are. If you're a really well-established investor, you've done really well, and then you don't have to speculate, maybe you want to come into these more secure areas so that your capital is guaranteed. Or if you're not like that, maybe you want to speculate somewhere else. And that's what we cover. I cover a lot of stuff on Yokohama in this, because if you don't have the money for this Tokyo thing right now, I get it. And then Yokohama gives you this access, but it doesn't have to deal. Here we have, what is this probably? These are the other areas of Tokyo, for example. And this is a really good graph for that. Yokohama is probably going to reflect this green one or this blue one in some ways like that, because its placement is basically the same. And I really like the transit routes between Yokohama and Tokyo more than I like the ones. Chiba is just not as solid a market. You can get into that near Chiba toward Narita Airport, Kashiwa, that sort of near Chiba way does well. But when you get into the bottom, the southern end of Chiba and stuff like that, you're full of markets that are totally dead. Anyhow, this is just we're looking here at one sort of what is it here? We'll keep going through this. Every time I talk about this stuff, there's so many other things to talk about that are much more in depth than just the article covers. Across all 23 wards of Tokyo, the average asking price for family type condominiums, which are the larger units, usually 70 meters. Okay, well, units larger than 30 square. I thought it was going to be 30 square meters. And excluding office and retail. Don't forget, this is the real key. 30 square meters is where the market, and I always talk about it in the videos, this is where the market is very important, because the banks don't like to give financing for units that are under 30 meters. So we looked at that one basically 18 meter apartment right there for 20 million yen, right? You're not going to be able to get financing for that. So if you bought that, it's fine, but when you try to sell it 5 years later, you're not going to, the breadth of the market is going to be a lot more narrow, and not, for example, if it's 30 meters or above, there's people that who can purchase that thing on leverage, or what's known as a jutaku loan in Japanese. So you just want to make sure, I don't know, it depends. I don't know, it just depends. Maybe you don't got enough for a 30 meter, but you want to buy something in Akihabara, for example. I don't know. Okay, younger, this is the one thing that is interesting for what's happening. The younger properties here boost central Tokyo prices. The new, this is a really important thing. So what happens, the price of the new apartments is really high, okay? And then let's say the average price is there. So these new apartment prices are skewing the average up a little bit. So that's all I'm saying. But like having looked at some of these, the older stuff is not cheap anymore. So and see, this is important here. The outer wards lag. Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Popular on Instagram. The outer wards lag behind as price grows. Yeah. So well, that's good too, though. Like that could be like a good thing. You have your expensive market. Excuse me, but then when you come into like Nerima or Sitakai is pretty expensive too, right? Maybe when you come up to the north, more to Itabashi and stuff, there's still some more deals and stuff like that too. And then you can go out further past Chofu or into Hachioji, and there's still deals. There's still a lot of deals in Tokyo proper, but you just gotta understand it and then use the at-home map. Because it really explains price to you in a very easy way because we're given the color matrix of the red, from the red pill to the blue pill. Okay, what do we got here? Greater Tokyo area hits. Okay, this is just, I'm kind of regurgitating all this stuff that I'm always talking about on this channel. Actually, I really don't read all this kind of news shit and stuff like that because generally speaking, I just look at the market every day. I have clients and I've just looked at the market every day for years and years and years. So this is what I look at. This is what I look at. This is basically what I look at right here every day. And I study this sort of, I don't need the news, that's just old. That's going to be for people who don't study this every day. But I would study this every day. So let's move in a little bit closer here. So it's really difficult for the software to compile this when there's like 1,700 listings. So if I move in, let's move up here closer to Shinjuku. Maybe there'd be something. Let's look at something more in. Actually, that one area that I've really been looking at is that sort of area that straddles Shibuya and oh God, if I'm going to be able to move it here, it straddles sort of Shibuya and Setagaya and Shinjuku, and I'll try if I ever get it out there. This is the kind of area, here's like Tomigaya right here. This is the kind of area like Shindaita. These are where kind of the deals are. The best sort of, this is where I think the best sort of deals in relation to price are. But let's take the rental stock off. Okay, take the rental stock off. Now we've taken all, see when we take the rental stock off, supply really restricts. Click that Tokyo Real Estate Man. Oh, okay. I think I did a video on that one the other day. Did I? Let's see. 31 meters. Yeah, why don't we just crack that one open, or we can, in terms of location, this is the Odakyu line right here. So this is going to be Yoyogi Park right there. Let's crack this one up here, right here. This is a really good location. And I think everything is going to be over 30 meters, maybe. Okay, 30 meter unit for basically Nisen 880 man, or 30 million yen, 300,000 Canadian. I like to look at this balcony from this off angle. Anyway, okay, let's look at 1977. So yeah, again, this is the older stock. So if this is a newer apartment in this location, same size, it's going to be $1 million or maybe $1.4 million, for example. And that's how the new product is skewing the averages up a little bit. So actually it's good because it still says that there's opportunity. And this one you could get, because it's over 30 meters, you could get financing for. Anyhow, let's correct Tokyo Real Estate Man. Stay on point here. Okay, stay on point. And then there we got the Madore, totally 1977 building right here. But I don't know, I like it. It's like a 19. This doesn't surprise me. So what floor? I didn't see what floor it was on. Oh, it's on the 4th floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that 5th floor unit's a nice one, right there. So it's here on the 4th floor. Expand these pictures. I thought I was expanding. Okay, here we go. And oh wow, okay, it's got some junk carpet in there, but this is not bad. Even if you just want to change, if that's a smelly old carpet, you can change the carpet for a few $100s. And yeah, it's the building, and it's like, oh. Yeah, you got to change the carpet. Okay, so you see what I mean? The bottom end of the market, great location. This isn't even like, so if you're gonna, and maybe the owner here is going to try to sell it right now because it's a really hot market. So he's just going to lazy sell it, which is just take it off my hands. Okay, but maybe if they're to improve everything, you could sell it for maybe 4,000 mon. I don't know. It's a nice balcony. It's a nice balcony. We'll have a look at what direction it's facing right there. These are the sort of important things here. All these delivery boxes. You can see it has an elevator right there. And yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, south facing right there. You got that vitamin D for all you biohackers out there. Okay, but this is the skinny on that listing right there. And this is kind of like, it's still a good deal in relation to the Tokyo market, but this one is a lot of work. Or maybe if you wanted to have my friend Suzuki-san come in there and do the work, you're going to need another $40,000 or $50,000 on top of this. So that's just the way it goes, or you could possibly do it yourself. Anything we want to look at right here is we can look at what was the price here, by the way. The price on this one right here, and this is at 1 DK, is 3,000 won. So when we come down here and we look at the averages, you can see one DK is kind of in here. It's already this is really kind of tough one to judge, right? I think it's kind of below the average, so in a way it's a deal. This average chart's a really interesting one to look at, but it's also deceptive as well, because this sort of unit sort of falls into this sort of area right here anyway. So I don't know. Any other surprises? I better make sure it's ownership, because I'm not sure I clicked it off right there. Thank God it was. Yeah, it's ownership, but it's also a self-managed building, and self-managed buildings are not quite as attractive either some ways, because you might have to be the manager 1 year, which I've done before. The accounting in Tokyo real estate man was the manager, was a little off. Okay, anyhow, 4 meters, 30 meters, and I wanted to see the expenses now that I know that it's a self-managed building. It doesn't really list it here, does it? You see it here? Oh yeah, here's the management fees of 9,200 a month, and again the repair fund fees of 9,200 yen a month. So $185 a month. That's pretty normal for Tokyo right now. South facing unit right there is good. Shoryuken. And it said that there's going to be what is this one here? That they're actually refurbishing it right now. So but we don't have any up-to-date pictures. So that's the skinny on that listing right there. I just picked it randomly. Another video here from the Tokyo real estate man, just looking at the Tokyo prices and the way that you have to react to the market. We have the average price that's really high right now, but the new stuff is really pushing the averages up a little bit when you look at things in terms of an average. But for a person like me who has lived in Tokyo since the 1990s, my chart is way different than the chart that we looked here on this page right here. This chart went back to 20. I guess if you go like that, does it actually expand? Does it actually expand? My chart goes way further back than that. It goes all the way back to the mid to late 1990s. So, but it's an important chart to look at and to understand. You could push back on me and say that this trend is about to go down. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just reporting the state of the trend, of the trend. But the more important is really this sort of page. There's nothing blue here on it. Okay, there's nothing blue. All you see here is red. So what am I trying to get people to do? I'm trying to get them close to the red. Okay, so if you did take this apartment and you did buy it with some cash, or you did finance it and you refoamed it or refurbished it, you're going to have options 5 years later, for example. Not options just for you, okay? But maybe you get married, maybe you have some kids, maybe you got hit by a car and you die. At least the people that you love and that are close to you will have an option as well. So I'm trying to think beyond, because I have a family, I have kids, okay? I don't think in terms of me, I think in terms of my family or my company, and that's the kind of way I operate. Interested in an apartment here in Shibuya, always can come here to the Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Everything's one. The website is the same, the Instagram's the same, and so is oh my God, the YouTube. Yeah, this is a really exciting one though. This is a van I just brought in from Japan, and it's in Vancouver right now. This is my new car. I'm really excited about it. It's a Hi-Ace van in black. I love it back in black, man. I should have chose the AC/DC song to put it on here. Yeah, this is the van. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take my girl out today, go for a drive in it. I'm just really excited. My British Columbia plate was on there. Oh, you can investigate me. Anyhow, this is my new van. It's here in Vancouver. Thank you for taking the time to always watch this channel. Another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Other way of getting hold of me is here my website, TokyoRealEstateMan.website, and there's a contact box. If you click it, there's me and Nakamura have been friends. This is my Japanese partner, have been friends for years. If you push this contact box, it'll bring you down here and you can always give me an email. いつもこのチャンネル見てるの皆様ありがとうございます。今日の動画はもう終わりです。News Reporter 東京 Real Estate Man。すいません。この動画もう終わりです。